I just don't think that's possible because it's as simple as like unplugging it. Like,
no, bro. Have you seen Star Wars, dog? Have you seen Star Wars?
That is not realistic. But
what do you mean? That is totally realistic. In the future?
That type of person that it's like you have to have like, which is obviously like a good thing, but like you have to have a sense of like confidence to be like an influencer, because you have to be like even if it's like surprising for you, it's like, oh, people want to see my content and stuff like that. And for me, I'm just someone who's like, why the fuck would anyone care about what I have to say? That's just my mindset. And like going into that, like I don't really feel like I could like sustain a fan or like a fan base or a following, because eventually I just be like, dude, like I don't want this. And
you're
gonna
you have to evolve with your audience. You can't be doing the same thing for
exactly, because they get bored, which makes sense.
We talked about this before too. Like sometimes I wonder like why people enjoy like listening to these podcasts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're just normal people talking
that's
about
why
like, normal things.
As this progresses, we're gonna have to like change it up. It can't. Stay
Yeah,
the
I mean
same.
we've already tried like
can't stay the same.
Varying the episodes here and there. So
yeah. Welcome back. We are three strangers on the realest show in the world, nothing outside. This is episode 20.
Oh,
that's crazy. I remember the first 10 episodes going by so slow. But the second half went by fast for me.
Oh, it did.
I don't know how it was for you guys, but it feels like yesterday we just did episode 10. I don't even remember.
I don't remember.
But like I remember 13 was the Lil Nas X one. Yeah. That doesn't seem that long
ago.
It doesn't. It doesn't. And it's a cursed episode.
A cursed episode. We just enrolled in classes today. Took some L's, took some dubs.
L's. Wait, did you get all your classes?
I had my cart set up last night. I had to switch 2 out.
Oh, damn.
But just different teachers.
Oh, okay, so that's fine.
The rating on the ones I wanted, they were like 100% would take again, 5-star, and then I dropped down. So I have those on the wait list now.
That's good.
Yeah, so we'll see.
I set up my cart 2 weeks ago.
No way.
Yeah.
See, I used to do that freshman year, but then I didn't see a point in it because it eventually just.
Well, I forgot that like we're like when you're upperclassmen, or like for you when you're in honors, that you have a better chance of getting classes. So I had like 4 different schedules set up just in case.
Oh my gosh.
Well, because I didn't used to do that, and I got so screwed over because I didn't think about it, which was on me. I was stupid for doing that, but I didn't think about it. And so then I would be like, it's like 6 a.m. and I'm like trying to find new classes, and it's just like a disaster.
No, if you want to talk about stupid, it's the fact that I made my entire schedule last night at 3 a.m. Composed it, put it in my cart, woke up at 7:30 a.m. for enrollment. Oh my gosh.
Do you have a good schedule though? Like, do you like it?
I think so.
Do you like yours?
No. Because this semester was so chill.
Yeah.
So 4-day weekends with a Wednesday break, all online class.
4-day weekends?
Yeah, I don't have Monday or Friday classes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so guys, for you guys not in college, we enroll. There's different. Each class you need to sign up for, right? You find the class, you search it up, and then that specific class will have certain time slots throughout the week. And then you just got to find out what fits with your schedule, and then it's like a puzzle piece. Mm-hmm. And then as you enroll, some things are taken depending on your seniority level and all that. And we just had our appointments today when you could sign up. Like you have a specific time when it opens for you.
Yeah. And you have to be there like by the second.
Like you literally you're
like refreshing.
Yeah, it's like a Supreme drop.
Yeah, no, it's really intense.
It's so
and
funny.
Then I had a complication where like my classes weren't going through because of like issues with declaring my major, and it was like just a problem with the system, and I was like sweating and like emailing my advisor.
I had wait, did you not declare your major already?
No, I did. It was just a problem with the system.
Okay. So
dude, my Madison sometimes just like messes up.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
why can't they have a better UI?
They're like
it just feels a little dated.
Yeah, they've said that for 2 years.
I know. True.
Why tell me why one of my classes is an hour and a half long. No, 2.5 hours long. Something like that. Something crazy.
Is there a lab?
It's like
is it the SMAD class?
No, it's a music industry class.
Oh, is it only once a week though?
Yeah, but
that's why
I'm not looking forward to that.
What day is it?
Wednesday.
Isn't that your minor?
Time?
Yeah. What time? It's like, but it's law of music industry.
Oh, that's so fun. Oh my god, that's what I want to do. Oh my god, that's what I want to do.
No.
That's the worst. minors. I hate
should
like
declare that as a minor so I can take that class.
It's like an 18 credit minor. It's cool, but
I hate like the
and then I have to
aspects.
do physics, which is so I don't get this whole lab thing. So if I had on my schedule, I have it 3 times a week, but on the Monday, I have it twice on Monday. Does that mean that's a lab?
Yeah. Okay. So
What
class is it?
Physics 121.
Okay, so you're taking the lecture and the lab concurrently.
I didn't even know it was a lab. I thought it was just a class.
Oh well, it's fine. You'll get it out of the way for your gen ed credit. But this is so what I did is I take geology right now, and I have it Tuesday, Thursday. That's my lecture, and then on Tuesday. It just happened to fall on Tuesday. I could have done it any day. I have a 2-hour lab period, and that's just once a week. Yeah, it sucks.
I'm not looking forward to this semester.
That's why I did it online, so that I wouldn't have to go in
good.
person. Yeah, and it was pretty slight. It's pretty slight. But I took geology though. Why are you taking physics?
It's because it's also a prereq for one of my music industry classes.
Physics?
Yeah, it's like the nature of light and sound, and then I have to take that to learn about audio devices.
That's really exciting though. That's kind of cool.
It is cool in theory, but
then you have to do the work.
I always think that when I sign up for a class, this is going to be interesting. Literature of the Renaissance. Oh, that's cool. I think it's cool. And then when I learn about it, oh my gosh, shit is boring.
No, it's because assignments ruin knowledge. Like that sounds like really like a cop out way of me just not wanting to do assignments. But when you're graded on it, it's so bad.
No, it's true.
It's so bad.
One of the classes I'm taking next semester, it sounds interesting. Hopefully it actually is. It's called American Psycho.
Oh.
I know, it's an English class. And
that's really cool.
Basically you learn about how.
But you like English, so.
Yeah, but like basically it shows you study how like mental illness and like psychoticness, if that's the correct term, is like portrayed in literature like throughout the ages. Isn't that so cool?
That is really, really cool.
I'm a little biased because I like English, but yeah, we'll have to see how that goes.
Yo, what's everyone doing? Well, I know what Grace plans to do. What are you doing this summer?
I don't know. I'm probably trying to work.
Where at?
I don't know, like a restaurant or something, being a host or something like that.
Yeah, I was talking to my parents about the summer jobs. Wanted me to get a job. I was driving 2 days ago. I was like, wow, I'm halfway through college. I'm really getting there. It's almost there. Remember we talked about that one episode right after college?
Yeah.
If your younger life is the best life,
it's
over. I'm almost there.
Dude, it's scary.
They're
really
like,
scary.
yeah, go find a job. If you can't find an internship, go find a job at Target. I'm like,
no. You're considering Olive Garden, right?
I was like,
you can work at Olive Garden.
We were just talking about this. Like, I just feel like at Olive Garden, I'd honestly want to like end myself.
I feel like it wouldn't be bad as a hostess, though.
No,
Yeah,
but like a
true.
server or something.
Oh, I will never be a server in my life. I never want to be a cashier in my life.
Oh, being a cashier. Why can't cashiers sit down? Can we talk about that? You know they sit down in Europe? That's why all the cashiers
I've seen
sit down.
some sit
No,
down.
it causes
Food Line.
No, not at Food Lion. Definitely.
At my old job, I was a cashier for most of the time because I would always get put on the main register. But anyway, and it would hurt my legs and feet so bad, and I was never allowed to sit down. It just sucked.
I get it for the formality, but technically you should.
Like I'm
you should be
getting
able to
paid
sit down.
minimum
Like,
wage.
why-
I don't want to get like spider veins when I'm older.
Exactly.
Like my mom, when she was like my age, she worked a cashier job, and she would be standing for like 8-hour shifts straight, like, and she wasn't allowed to sit down, and now she has like circulation problems in her legs.
No, it's messed up.
And it's because of that.
It's literally messed up. And then also, when I worked at Jimmy John's, I don't know if you guys have ever gone to dollar sub day at Jimmy John's, but it's like you can buy a sub for $1.
$1? That's
Yeah,
so good.
crazy.
I don't know.
What is that?
I don't know when they're
I
gonna
wanna
do
go.
it. But anyways, I was 16 and my manager didn't like me. I've already talked about this, but he didn't like me. And everybody like gets put on a station or whatever, and he put 16-year-old me on the register of dollar sub day, where we had like 1,500 customers in like 4 hours. And I was sitting there and I was like, and I like got off, and like my mom had to come pick me up because I didn't have my license, and I was like sitting there and I was like, oh my god, I was like, my feet hurt so bad. And it was awful. And like this sounds like really like whiny, but I was just so
like
sad.
it's the reality. Like crying after your minimum wage job in high school, it just
Literally.
Yo, it's
became routine.
Back to
Honestly, it's just
jobs.
stressful.
guys, it's almost done for us.
Stop.
It's almost done.
Bring it back.
See, I was thinking about this. I forgot to mention this last episode when we were talking about Jake Paul and him making like $75 million, he was saying 6 years ago, 6 years isn't that long. It isn't really that long. 6 years ago, he was working a $10 an hour job doing like landscape, I think. And that was only 6 years ago. And now he's making $75 million on his match. In not even 2 minutes.
Wow.
That's insane.
And I think it made me think about how fast lives can change for some people.
Yeah.
So fast.
I agree. That's crazy if you think about it.
That's inspiring, honestly.
Man.
Like, who knows what'll happen? Even in a year. Think about how much your life has changed in 1 year.
Think about where were you at this point 1 year ago?
In quarantine.
Yeah, which sucks, but I'm just saying. Like,
doing nothing. I really wish. I kick myself every day for it. I really wish I did stuff during quarantine.
Right, but like that's I mean, I get that, but also it's like you can't be hard on yourself for that because that's nobody, like, you're as like a human being can't function in that type of like environment. It's weird because you're not allowed to do anything. You're like completely stunned from like developing.
Yeah, but I wish I wish I hopped on TikTok earlier. Things could have been so different for me right now.
I wish I learned a language. I was stupid for not doing that.
Yeah.
I mean,
was doing nothing. I was just playing Fortnite.
But like that's okay because everyone handles it differently.
True.
Like Shadi was saying, it's not a natural thing to be doing. So like some people just become ultra productive and dive into new hobbies and pursue old ones, and then some people just like don't handle it that way.
Yeah, because stagnancy is really like some people like cannot handle stagnancy, which makes a lot of sense because like a lot of times when you're stuck in the same environment and it feels like it's like, for me it was nice because I felt not nice, but like it was comforting to know that I wasn't the only person in this situation. But also it was scary because I was like, we saw no definite end to it, and now it still doesn't really feel like people are treating it like it's over, but like the idea of like the virus and everything and like just becoming normalized because the way that it was handled was so poor was just like, it's like scary, honestly. I don't know. I was definitely like, when quarantine started, I was like, oh, this is interesting. And they're like, we're still doing school, and I was like why we're still doing school?
What? Yeah, because I remember being so excited thinking when we first got school canceled, I was like, yes. But in my mind, for some reason, I thought everyone would still be on campus and we just have no class. School. And then when all the reality hit, I was thinking, I feel
really bad for you for that realization.
Oh man. But yeah, I think it's crazy. So 1 year from now, we don't know where we'll be, if we'll be.
1 year from now, we're gonna almost be seniors in college. I don't like that. Dude, we haven't had college. No, literally.
we haven't had college at all.
I'm gonna be 21 a year from now. That does not sit right with me at all. I don't like that at all.
You'll be hitting up the bus.
Oh yeah, no. I'll just be chilling.
But oh my gosh, man, that's so weird.
It's just really insane. Like a year ago, we had no idea this podcast was ever gonna happen.
True.
Yeah.
At least, yeah.
True.
Maybe Michael
and I think it's
was but
I think it's interesting how your older self always thinks your younger self is cringy or like weird.
Yeah.
Like right now, I I like myself right now. I think I'm doing some cool stuff.
That's good.
And then a year from now, I'll be like,
that was so cringe.
what was I thinking? Now I think I'm good. And then 5 years later, now I'm good.
No, that's literally me. I feel like that's something that happened over quarantine too, which we talked about.
Just keep evolving.
It's like, yeah, people started like regressing, but also like evolving into like a lot of people were. I saw this like discourse on TikTok, and someone was like, if like quarantine hadn't happened, I don't think I would be this version of myself, which I thought was interesting. Like, I don't know if they were necessarily meaning it in a negative or a positive way.
I don't know how it's changed me. It should have.
I changed a lot.
I know I've changed a lot from high school.
I've changed a lot from high school. And I know it's like everybody cringes at themselves in high school, but when I think about myself in high school, I can't think about it for too long because I get so physically cringed out. Because I was like, oh my God, I was just so embarrassing. And everything that I cared about just wasn't important. It just was not that deep. And I was like, I acted like everything was the end of the world all the time.
What's the word for the way people see you?
Perceive, like how they perceive you, their perception of you?
There's a word for that. Like from that one class we had to take, SCOM. There's a word for that. So whatever that word is, I don't know if that's changed from me from high school, but myself in my mind has definitely changed so much.
Self-image?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My self-image has
Mine
changed.
too.
And my mind, just the way I think.
My
So,
outlook has changed.
Do you think like when you graduate college, you're gonna look at yourself and be like, in college I was a different person?
And on my freshman year of college, I definitely will look at that person and be like, who the
I
who
think
the
I
hell
was
was
different
that?
this summer.
Honestly, same.
I think, yeah, I was weird.
Yeah, I've changed.
Not weird, but it was weird.
And I feel like the way that like I think that that's something that was interesting for me is I haven't really done a lot of introspection because a lot of times I'm so concerned with other people's opinion of me that I don't really take time to think about like what do I think of me, because I'm just always like having this negative opinion just because that's how my brain works for whatever messed up reason. But I think that that's something that's definitely changed is like once you start to have like the ability to have introspection, you start learning and seeing yourself in a completely different light, and it's not always positive obviously, but I just think that's cool. I don't know,
Do you think that's like the more real version of yourself?
I would hope so. I don't know. I guess I can't ever tell what the like most authentic version of myself is, because I feel like sometimes like I'll feel like I'm at a really good place and I'm like being true to myself, and then I'll end up like doing something or like feeling some sort of way that'll like make me feel like I like just took like 10 steps back or something like that, because I feel like working on yourself isn't always going to be an ongoing process.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's never a perfect. There's
True.
never perfect, even with like yourself or your career.
Yeah.
There's always what's next.
True.
Yo, you hear the news?
What news?
Derek, how was his last name?
Chauvin.
Chauvin, that's how you say it. Derek Chauvin, his case, I guess is that the correct terminology? His case with the George Floyd murder trial he has been found guilty. He's the cop that kneeled on George Floyd's neck for 9 minutes, and he has been found guilty.
On three charges, right? 3 counts.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, I saw some discourse about that on Twitter where people were saying like obviously like the people that like should be celebrating this should be allowed to celebrate this, but what's like really disheartening about it is the fact that it was a video that everybody saw that was clearly a murder.
Yeah, when my sister first sent it to me, I was like,
yeah. And
it just happened?
No, exactly. And it took this long I mean, it just feels like it just, a lot of people were saying like it's not justice, it's accountability, which honestly I really agree with. I feel like and I don't want to put too much of my 2 cents in there because this is not my like this isn't my topic to speak on, but it's just something that, you know, when you see it and you see the type of implications that it has, it's like overall it's just it's like you see that and it's like this is one account, and he's had 17 charges of like excessive force since he's been a police officer. So it's like this was just like the like top of the iceberg basically, which is so disheartening. And I'm just glad that he's going to be in jail. Like that's literally the takeaway I got from this. Like thank God he's going to be in jail. But yeah.
Do you guys know what's happening like this Thursday and Friday?
What's happening?
It's I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but it's like the Lyrid meteor shower. It's once a year.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Wait, how do I see that?
You can see it anywhere over like across the U.S. as long as the skies are clear.
I always hear about these things, but I never see them.
Yeah, well,
I want to see it.
It happens once a year.
It'd be good to see here too.
Yeah,
true.
They're expecting like about 10 meteors an hour, but you have to go somewhere like with clear visibility. And apparently the best times to see it, it said, was between moonset and dawn. So like, really late.
That's so
I'm
cool.
good.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I love stuff like that.
Like,
I never end up seeing those things.
Have you guys ever seen a shooting star?
Yes.
No.
I've seen.
You seen a shooting star?
I've seen it for the first time. It was in Spain.
Did you guys wish on him?
No, it was too fast.
Oh.
It
Yeah,
was just
no,
like it was like it
literally
looks
you
like
see
a
it
flare.
In your
Oh,
peripheral,
wow.
you like see something shoot, and then you like look.
Yeah,
and
but
it's
that night
That's
we
so
saw.
cool.
I guess I need to look up more, but that night I saw like 20.
That's
It just
so
kept
nice.
happening.
So
Like,
cool.
That's awesome.
It looked
I
like a
want to see
little
one
firework
so
flare.
bad. Oh my god, I'm so obsessed with like space.
You just gotta look up.
Mhm.
I guess so.
That's why I'm surprised
Yo,
you didn't know
should we
about
get
it.
into-
No, I'm surprised I didn't hear about that.
Should we get
either.
into space?
Oh my
I've been
God.
waiting to get into this.
You know I'm obsessed with space.
Space.
But I'm also scared of space.
All right.
I'm also terrified of space.
Yo, space mind fucks me so hard. Like,
It doesn't make sense to me, honestly.
so is there a date we figured out about space? When was space discovered?
When I was like Galileo and all them.
Yeah.
Like back then, in like the 1500s or whatever.
What experiment was done to to figure?
Well, they were trying to figure out.
I don't
like,
even
where the
know.
planets, how the planets aligned.
Yeah, and then like Earth
and
was
like they
in
had,
the
and then
center
they like made
before.
up and then they created the telescope and stuff like that, so they could see further into the sky. I mean, essentially, I think it was just interested in what was going on in the sky.
Yo, that's. See, imagine not having that knowledge and not knowing about space.
Like starting from square one.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Like, what if we
right?
didn't
What
even
if
know
they-
about space? Like, we just thought it was blue and that's it.
Right? Like what?
Like, what happens if you keep going up?
I just wonder what the thought process was. I know it sounds like really like
and then,
it sounds
like
really
stuff like black holes. That bro.
Those like
What?
twist my mind.
I
Black
know.
holes twist my
What?
mind.
I know. Oh my god, or like the dinosaurs, like what the meteorite hitting the dinosaurs and stuff. I know that's not like there's like a lot more science behind that, but the idea that they just extinct an entire
Life changes fast.
That's insane. Also, the way that like my dad watches a lot of like The Cosmos, like narrated by Neil deGrasse Tyson or whatever. So like it's always like on when he's just like sitting downstairs and stuff like that. So I'll always like hear things, and all the scientists will be talking about it. They're like, this black hole is like and like all the science and the way that they explain like the sizes and the speed of it is so it like my mind cannot grasp.
Yeah,
Like
like
the speed of light.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how stars in the sky that we see could be dead thousands of years ago.
Yeah, and we're
but
just
it's
now
just
seeing
it
them.
now.
Yeah.
Doesn't
No,
that
it's
have to do
insane.
with kind of like how Star Wars says a long time ago in a galaxy
far away. Yeah, I mean, because and then that goes into this is like less scientifically proven, but this is just interesting to me. The theory of like multiple universes and realities, and how there's so many different.
Oh, because
but because of the
'cause-
space-time continuum.
Oh, like a parallel universe.
Yeah.
because like we're just like a collection of molecules.
Mhm.
I can never say that word. Right? We're just a collection of atoms, and we're just patterns. So not apparently. What's it called? What's the word? It eventually has to repeat itself.
Yeah. No, because and then also
What the?
and then there's also the idea that because of like I don't know the exact science behind it, but it has to do with like quantum physics, that you know how we were talking about it earlier, the butterfly effect, how like every decision you make leads you to a different reality or a different like life or whatever.
Mhm.
There's like this theory that the opposite of those decisions exist in a different reality.
Oh, like where you'd be.
Yeah, so like the idea of for instance, if I was sitting here right now
That makes sense.
yeah,
Honestly.
and I said whatever I say next, if I had said like the opposite of that sentence, there's a me who had said the opposite of that sentence in a different universe somewhere else.
So it's kind of like a computer thing where
it's like coding. Yeah, it's like coding.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Wait,
gosh.
so
Yeah.
basically,
that doesn't sound that far fetched to me
No,
at all,
honestly, me neither.
so if you're
doesn't.
like you're a nice person like
Mhm.
now, so like this
Right.
other person would be like a jerk.
No, or they they don't necessarily have to be the exact opposite, but like because of one decision or they live in a completely
just a
different
bunch of
world
different
doing completely
patterns.
different things.
So like instead of, for example, committing to JMU, they might commit
They,
to
yeah,
like
like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
small like or not even go to college.
Yeah, or
and then
not
there's
go to
just a
college.
bunch
Yeah.
of different versions
And
of
there's
that.
like so many
There
different
could be like
did-
billions, trillions of versions.
But is it still you then?
I
Like
mean
is that what you?
The root of it, I guess.
I guess, but it's also like a different. Did you guys ever watch the Spider-Verse movie?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, or have you? And you? Oh, because you guys haven't really gone into Marvel, right? Well, Marvel has the multiverse theory also, and obviously that's like superhero stuff, so it's not like as concrete. But like that's really interesting for the multiverse stuff too. It's like essentially like you exist in this one universe, but then there's also you here, and then also you here, and then all three versions of those have completely different memories.
Oh, that's what the multiverse thing is? That
Essentially.
makes sense.
And so they live in these like completely different worlds, but they're still you.
Well-
and the thing is,
But,
you
like-
think you're the only one though.
What doesn't make sense, it's probably explained, but how come when they go back in time, it doesn't affect the future?
Because of the multiple universes.
Because you're still in that strand,
Because
in that pattern?
you're going to a different one. So you're not affecting.
Oh.
So in the MCU, when you start traveling in time, the you that is traveling.
Can they travel between multiverses?
I think
I
it's
kind of like that, because if time travel ever does exist, that means we can time travel freely.
true, but it depends on the character. It's see, MCU lore is really it's really complicated, and I'm not like a full-fledged fan. I just have happened to watch like most of the movies, and I also watch WandaVision.
It is
Mhm.
just it is so confusing to me because like the thing is like how is it still you? Like, I guess that goes into like what defines like you.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Because
then
I
it
feel
isn't
like-
you.
No, it's not you.
It's just a different version
it's like a
of
different
But like, what does that even mean?
well, it's
a
like
different version
like,
of you.
wouldn't that be a different person then?
Not really.
Like, how can you be a different version of one person?
I think the science behind it is like the like we were saying with coding. Like let's say like this is like Michael, and then Michael in a different universe is like Michael like 0.5, and then it's like Michael point
yeah, like it's
7.5.
like imagine creating a character on GTA. You pick the strength, how much you can swim or run, like a different version. Maybe the sliders are different on that version, but
Yeah.
it's still that person.
Yeah. So it's like I don't know.
It's just a bunch of different
it's
patterns.
like a mutation. Think about it like it's like almost like a mutation if you want to like think of it in like a different way. So it's like you, but like it's like me if I had like me but like with blonde hair, like with natural blonde hair, or me with like blue eyes. And then it's like it's not necessarily that you look different, but like that's
Yeah.
just like a way to like explain it, but like with your
But
personality
then, like,
traits and
to
stuff.
what extent is it just not you anymore?
I mean, that's a good question. I
You
think
know
that's
what I
what people
mean?
are trying to like. I guess that's what is like.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. it's like mind-boggling. I agree.
I
'Cause
guess then it's like what composes your identity? Is it the decisions you make? Is it like the way you
or is it like the
look?
way you look?
Is
Or is it
it-
like how you act?
We
Yeah.
didn't talk about that space episode. Grace wasn't here.
No,
right?
it was us. We
Oh,
were
yeah,
talking
but
about aliens.
We talked, aliens. Didn't you say? I'm about to roast you real quick. Did you say?
Me?
No, Grace.
What?
Didn't you say? I don't know if we talked about this on the show, but didn't you say that you don't think there's aliens? out
No,
there?
I
I
said
think she said she was indifferent.
yeah. Like I don't know.
Have we
I'm
talked-
not
yeah, we
educated.
talked
I
about
think
this.
no. I think you did a poll on your story.
Yeah,
I voted.
and then I saw it, and then
you screenshotted it, sent it to me, and we're like,
And then I said, "What? I'm sorry. What?
That's really funny.
no.
How
It's
do
like
you-
I don't know anything about the topic. Like I can't even speak on it. Like
Yeah,
I don't
but
have an argument.
even if you don't know anything about it, how could you not think there's something out there?
I mean, but then you could say if you don't know anything about it, how could you say there is something out there?
Because how is there not something out there?
I
True.
mean, we don't know. Like it. If you don't know either way, like you can't say one side or
imagine
the
there
other
really is
like,
nothing out there though. That's weird. I think that's really weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know anything about the topic, so
I mean, I don't
you're like
either. I
trying
don't.
to roast me.
I don't
I'm
eat-
not trying to.
I just feel
Wait.
like my oh sorry.
All right, sorry. What?
My thing is like the idea the reason that I don't have like a start my opinion personally is that like I believe in it, but like even if I didn't strongly believe in it, the reason I would leave it up for interpretation is because I'm like I can't go about like disproving it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's so complicated, and I know like I get so geeked when I talk about this, but it just is so interesting to me because like I'm not like a science person, I'm kind of an idiot.
Yeah.
So I'm like always like so I'm just like all this stuff I'm just like, oh my god, that's so exciting.
Yeah, I don't
you
know anything about it. I just don't see how there can't be anything else besides us on this earth.
True, that's
it just
for sure.
it really doesn't make sense.
Well, and then when you think about like the theory of evolution and you think of like dinosaurs, I'm like the fact that dinosaurs were here and now we're here and they're not, like that's so weird.
Aren't you guys glad that we rule the earth? Aren't you glad we
I
don't
love
live with
dinosaurs.
dinosaurs?
No, I love dinosaurs.
Imagine if we lived with the dinosaurs. Imagine if we lived with the dinosaurs. We'd be getting fucked up. We'd be getting fucked
I love
up.
dinosaurs, Michael.
Yo, we'd be like ants. We'd just be, oh, I'm getting my degree. Stepped on.
Oh yeah, well if you ever think about it though, think about that. That's the ocean.
Oh
Imagine if we lived in the ocean.
if we were. Sea
Oh
creatures.
yeah,
Oh my
and then we're
God.
just like, oh, why is the water getting so shitty?
Dude, whales? What? Why are whales so large? Like I just don't understand.
Yo, the
Or like a
ocean.
giant squid. Do you believe in the giant squid?
Yes, I believe
Yo,
in the
is
giant
it-
squid. I believe in the Kraken as well. And the
I
Loch
don't-
Ness
I don't-
monster. Nessie, the Loch Ness monster.
No, what was the
The
what?
Kraken? I think is
Oh,
another
the
thing they call
Kraken.
her.
That's
yeah.
from that's from like.
Oh, I
isn't
thought
that
it's
from
called the
Pirates of the
Kraken.
Caribbean?
Yeah, so like maybe it is. I
have
might
no
be saying
idea.
it
It's
wrong.
the Kraken.
Isn't it like
Release
a
the Kraken.
giant squid type of thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Yo,
Oh
That's
my god,
the
I don't know if
them
this
hoes
is-
are scary.
I don't know if this is true.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't NASA supposed to be an ocean exploration thing at first?
I don't know. I can look it up.
Yeah, can you look that up?
Yeah.
I heard that somewhere, but I'm not sure. And then something about like.
Oh, that's the first thing. Fact check. Was NASA funded to explore the ocean? Oh.
and we know more about
This is
space than
from
the
Newsweek.
ocean or something like
This
that.
is from Newsweek.
Yo, so, yo, but I think we know more about space than the ocean, and if so, that's weird.
Well, because there's parts of
Yeah.
the I was gonna say there's parts of the
That's
ocean
not
that we'll
true.
never
It's
reach,
not
but
true.
like there's obviously so many parts of space we'll never get to.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I
because it
think-
takes so much time.
I think the difference is a little bit is that they have like because of science and physics and because of like how deep of an understanding they have, there's more things about space than you can understand. I think the ocean's a little bit different because it's a different type because it's on Earth.
it's finite.
But it's like
Space isn't.
and it's like 3 dimensions on Earth though, which is so weird because it's like water, you know, like you living like it's like something
Oh
that we
my
can't like.
gosh, space is infinite,
It's just
bro.
like-
Is it really
low-key,
though?
the ocean might be infinite too. Like not
I mean, no,
actually.
it's like-
Yo, what if it was? Whoa! Wait! Yo, imagine there was no center of the Earth. Imagine the ocean is like the opposite of space.
Oh my
And you
God.
can just keep going and going. You know what
Wait,
the-
so you could just like swim through.
Wait, that would make.
like torpedo
Wouldn't that
through.
make the Earth not round?
Yeah, it would make it flat Earth.
Or even if it was round, what if you could just keep going?
going.
Oh my gosh.
people are gonna think we're so stupid.
No. Yo, not even like you can't swim through, but it just keeps going just like space.
Mhm. Dude, the
Like
fact
if
that
you went in the ocean and you kept going
Oh, yeah,
down,
the
it
fact
goes
that
just as
space
far as
is
space.
infinite
Wouldn't be
is so
round then.
scary.
That makes no sense.
It's like
Sorry.
what scares you more, space or the ocean?
The ocean.
The ocean. The ocean. I'm not going to space.
Yeah.
The ocean, yeah.
You see like all those cryptic things of like the kraken like
Oh my
coming around like
God,
the
ew.
ship and stuff. It's so scary.
They
like
scared
the
the
giant
shit out of me.
tentacles.
Yeah.
What about what's that the name of that like giant shark? Isn't there like a name for it?
Jaws?
No.
Why do I want to
Like-
say Shamu?
Do you know what I'm talking about? Like
I
the
do-
giant
Yeah, I
sharks.
can't remember what it's called though, but those big, like the great whites, but
But,
they
like-
have like a special
like-
name for them.
I don't know. You just see like the cover of Jaws where it's like the giant jaw coming up in like the tiny little ship.
Yeah,
The
that's
thing
horrifying.
is, at some point, I saw like some Instagram posts that was like, "What would you do if this was you?" And it was the giant jaw and the tiny ship, and it's like nothing. Like there's nothing you could do.
No, literally.
But yo, we're still the superior
Uh,
the human race.
I don't want to.
Yo, how we're the smartest.
You don't know that. We just have a different type of intelligence.
Look-
Animals have intelligence.
They
as
can't
well.
make this. They can't make a MacBook Pro. What can they make? They can make birds' nests. Whoa, cool, bro. Yo, I'm so glad I'm a human. That's crazy.
You're just glad that there's not a dinosaur there to like
yeah,
stomp
I'm
you
so
out.
glad there's not a dinosaur that could just stomp and end
Dinosaur
my
that can
life
just
anytime.
finish you.
We're at like the top of the food chain, right?
I mean,
Like,
Technically,
on-
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
because
ground.
nothing's
there's animals that can definitely fuck us up.
gonna-
Still,
Harambe.
Harambe.
Dude, Harambe, poor
Free
Harambe.
Harambe.
Honestly, I get really sad about that sometimes. I just like think about it and I get really sad.
But yeah, I mean, yeah. There's animals that could fuck us up.
Yeah, but
So
because,
many
like,
Like a
animals.
lion.
Dude, a tiger, a
Like-
lion.
A gator,
Oh my god, an alligator. Oh my
like
god,
the gator
those
that
hoes
ate
are,
that baby
those
at Grand
hoes are
Floridian.
scary.
Dude,
Oh my
Even a
God.
cat, even a dog could fuck me up.
Honestly, it depends on the dog. Honestly, my little white
wolf.
fluffy dog could. Oh, a
Yeah,
wolf.
there's so
a
many, yeah.
coyote. Oh, my
my
god.
Because if you think about it,
Michael
when
X coyote.
if we were to fight like an
A bear?
animal, how are we gonna? We just have fists.
Well,
Right.
We
no,
don't really have claws.
our greatest weapon is our intelligence.
yeah, but
yeah,
like,
exactly. But at the very stripped down
But like,
level,
yeah, but like as
a
far as
Homo sapien.
yeah, as far as like animal like nature goes, like we're screwed.
Yeah, we're
No, we're like
screwed.
we're not built to like physically fight anything.
And
Yeah,
the thing
exactly.
is our natural response as humans is flight.
Is it?
Like I don't think it's fight.
No,
I don't think
It's
so.
like
I mean,
flight,
that
like,
makes
figure
sense,
out the
yeah.
fastest
Yeah.
way to get out of here, the best way to get out of here.
right? You're not gonna. I mean, are you gonna square up with a bear?
no.
Like if you saw a bear, would you be like, all right?
You saw
I've
me
been
out.
training for
You saw
this.
me out there with the cat. I said, "Yo, get the fuck away from me."
No, to be fair, that cat looked like a man
Yo,
cat.
that cat. Yo, he looked like a human cat.
It looked like a baby
True,
like
it
trapped
did.
inside.
Yeah.
That
It
was
was
a
weird.
Cat. It was
Maybe
freaky.
it is.
That was a freaky cat.
Yo,
That was a really weird cut.
do you think
it was
in
kind
our
of cute.
we haven't been to
No,
Mars
that
yet,
was
right?
freaky.
No, the rover.
Well, like
human beings? No.
But it's supposed to happen soon. Is it going to happen in our lifetime? It has to,
I
right?
don't know. Well, because
I mean, they
was
keep
like
saying it
NASA's
is.
underfunded. So
Yeah, they keep saying it is.
yeah.
But who knows?
Dude, do you remember when that one rover died or whatever? What was it called? Hope or something, and they like sang like happy birthday to it, and then it like turned off forever. Oh my god, I sobbed. I'm so sensitive about stuff like that. It was really sad. I can't remember if it was on Mars or not.
That's like such a human thing to
I know.
do. It's like so
I know, because they
beautiful.
programmed it like that, which is like, I don't know, like
Oh, this
AI.
is a question
AI.
going into AI. Are we gonna be taken over in our lifetime
I
by
don't think
robots?
by robots
No.
in our
I don't
lifetime?
know.
If
I
so,
don't
it could
know.
be, I don't know.
Not
Because
take
if
me-
you think about it,
well, they have a robot for anything.
the
and
computer
everything
was
now.
invented not too long ago,
Like the 80s.
and
90s.
exponential growth of technology.
Mm-hmm.
It's only going faster.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but the thing is, we control it all.
Yeah, but now
Yeah,
they're
but
starting.
once
But
it
now
gets
it's
to
self-sufficient.
once
There's
it gets to a high enough level, then it's gonna start thinking itself. We're gonna start making things that.
Well, I mean,
can
I mean,
think
is
for
that really
itself.
true though?
self-driving
Yes.
cars exist.
Yeah, but that's like programmed by humans.
Yeah, but exactly,
but it's
the-
autonomous. It's not
once it keeps
autonomous, but it
going-
could be autonomous.
Just because it
Once
can
it
like
keeps
physically
going-
do it itself, though, doesn't mean it's thinking the way a human.
No,
could.
yeah, no, that's true. But the fact that technology exists, is-
Someone's gonna make it.
right,
Someone is gonna make
it's
it.
honestly like it's almost inevitable that technology for it to be self-sufficient could exist as well. If the technology exists for it to be programmed to be like self-sufficient, then it makes sense that it could also have another like science behind it to make it like autonomous.
And people are gonna make it even if it's bad.
I mean, in terms of like robots taking over humans, I just don't think that's possible because it's as simple as like unplugging it. Like,
I don't know, bro. Have you seen Star Wars, dog? Have you seen Star Wars?
that is not realistic. But
Yo, what do you mean? That is totally realistic.
Star
In the
Wars?
future, the
can
robots,
you even say that though?
the robots in the future,
You
definitely.
don't know what the future's gonna look like.
Yeah, but
I know
we didn't
technology
we
is-
didn't know the future was going to look like this.
Dude, 10 years ago, I keep thinking it's like 2010 for some reason. In the 90s, they were using CDs and DVDs.
Yeah.
Or not even DVDs yet.
No, I think DVDs.
Were they out yet?
Yeah, or
VHS. VHS. This thing, a 2-hour movie.
And
Now,
now I can watch it on my phone.
you can fit.
Where's your
Someone
SD
give me a
card?
phone. Give me a
here's
phone.
my phone.
You can fit billions and trillions of things on this little piece of metal.
Maybe not mine. Mine's only 64 gigs.
No, like I
Streaming.
True.
Streaming.
True.
No, like I
True.
know how far we've come technologically, and it's been like an exponential curve. But like I just don't see how that could just keep going exponentially. Like I feel like at some point, like I just don't.
I mean,
Yeah, because
I think that it's
because the
Like I don't think we're
The
gonna
theory-
be overtaken by like
the
technology.
theory for computers is there's no limit to what a computer can do.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
but
what they've been saying since computers first came out. There's
No,
no
like-
limit at all.
Mm-hmm. Or
Because I remember when the computer began beating the human at chess. It was a big thing.
Yeah.
They're
That's
like,
crazy.
They thought it was weird. They're like, wow, but right now we think it's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But
I mean,
well, I just
yeah.
don't really think anything can really like beat the human brain, like compare to it. Like any piece of technology, like the brain is like so complex, and there's so much more to it than just like knowledge and calculations. Just like the way the brain works, like
That's true. I think, but I will say
the
that
strength though,
the
strength could happen. Like they get a smart robot and one that could fuck us up.
True.
That's like
And also,
Like-
they don't have the limitations of human emotions.
that
That's
too.
the
Yeah, they
thing.
don't have
That's
emotions.
what's scary. Is
Oh my
because you could be the smartest person in the world, but if you have like a limitation from your own psyche, you won't be
Yo,
able
yeah,
to. You
because
couldn't accomplish anything
back-
because you won't let yourself like do that.
I mean, the thing is, you can look at an emotion as a limitation, or you could look at it as like a benefit. You know what I mean?
right? Which I
Back to
agree with
back
that.
to Star Wars when this robot was trained to kill
Mm-hmm.
Baby Yoda, the child, and his programming told him to do that and only that.
Mm-hmm.
So if a robot is trained to kill us, and it could, like in future war,
Right.
that could be the war tactics, and people are gonna make these bad things because they can. Like we have bombs that could end our world in like 6 seconds.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Like you'd think a long time ago, why would they make that?
Right?
Oh, well, we have it with a press of a button.
Exactly. And it's controlled by people who have emotional limitations, which is crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's so scary. That's so scary. Science is really scary. Again, really interested. Don't know anything about it. Super
I don't. I'm just the guy.
I really like it.
I honestly don't know much about it.
But I do really like
talking
about it.
I like the theory of it.
Yeah, same.
But so you really 100% don't think we'll ever be taken over by robots?
I mean, I don't know the future. And like I said, I'm no STEM major. I don't know much about the topic, but like if you had to ask me now, I don't think so. But I mean, Shadi did bring up an interesting point about like the limitations of like, empathy.
Yeah, and human emotion, because they don't have that.
Yeah.
Which is scary.
I mean, who knows how the world is going to end.
Dude,
in our lifetime, I don't think so.
I'd be talking to Siri sometimes.
I yell at Alexa. So
I'm just like, hey Siri, how you doing?
Oh, sorry.
Siri's low-key dumb.
Yo,
Like,
Siri kind of sucks, not gonna lie.
Alexa?
I'm an Apple dude.
Oh my god, Alexa
Siri
and I fight
annoys.
though. Alexa and I like fight. I'm like, Alexa, what is the weather in Harrisonburg, Virginia? And my roommates are like, stop yelling at her. She's gonna like come to your room and kill you.
Oh
But
my gosh.
But speaking of technology, did you guys see Levar Burton is going to be a guest host for Jeopardy?
I don't know.
Who is that?
Oh, he was Reading Rainbow.
Oh.
Yeah, and technology because he was in Star Trek. But yeah, that was like a whole big thing because at first, what's his name? What is his name? The Green Bay Packers quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, was filling in because Alex Trebek died, and then everyone was like, get LeVar Burton on the show because like Jeopardy and Reading Rainbow were basically the same vibe, and so now everyone was freaking out because he's gonna guest star as the host. I think he should be the full-time host. Did you guys watch Jeopardy a lot growing up?
I don't think I've
Not
ever
really.
watched it.
Ever?
Mm-mm.
That's crazy. Did you watch Wheel of Fortune?
No.
Oh, that's
I've never
crazy.
watched those game shows.
Oh, did you like watch PBS a lot?
No.
Oh wow.
I've seen Reading Rainbow in school, but that's about
That's
it.
crazy. Oh my god. Did you watch PBS a lot or like Reading Rainbow and stuff?
Not Reading Rainbow, but I watched like PBS Kids.
Oh, I loved PBS Kids. Yeah, I used to watch Reading Rainbow like all the time. I love that show. I thought that was really, I liked that show because it was really accessible to people. That's what I really liked about PBS actually too. It's like we had cable and stuff, but like PBS was for kids who like didn't have cable. And I thought that was really cool because you had all of like those shows that like, Arthur. Oh my god. Y'all watch Arthur, right?
Yes, I did.
Come on.
The Arthur Fist.
You didn't watch
Come on.
Arthur?
You made an Arthur Fist joke
Oh my
before.
God,
and
I
you
know
never
of
seen
Arthur, but I don't think
You didn't watch Arthur?
maybe watched it, but I don't know the
Oh.
story or anything.
Oh my god, I love
Did you watch
Arthur.
Caillou?
I loved Caillou. Oh my
me
god, I love
too.
Caillou so much.
What about like Max
I'm a
and
Disney
Ruby?
kid.
Max?
dude.
Oh my god, I love.
watched
Yeah,
that.
I was
I
a
did
Disney
watch
kid
Max
too.
and
I was a
Ruby.
Disney kid too.
I'm straight up Disney.
Oh my god.
He's a Disney adult.
I'm straight up Disney and I'm straight up Apple.
What's your what was your favorite Disney show growing up?
Like Disney Channel.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's hard.
Yeah, I know that is a hard
My
question.
top
That's
three
not really
though
fair.
is Wizards, Sweet Life of Zach and
Wizards.
Cody, and Hannah Montana.
Wait, Sweet Life
Haven't we discussed
Zach
this?
and Cody
I feel like we've discussed this.
not
on-
on deck.
on deck now.
Left on deck.
I still like it.
Yeah,
but
but
I don't.
Yeah, the OG.
Now
Yeah.
recently I found Cody annoying on that show.
I think Cody was meant to be annoying.
I know, but I like. That's why I like the first one.
Because you were supposed to like Zach more because he was like so
Why?
cool and chill and he was like the bad boy and then
They're-
Cody
but
was
they
like
were both
annoying.
funny.
I
as
thought they
hell.
were both supposed to be the main characters.
No, they are, but I
Yeah.
think like
Like, one
for
is lame?
kids, like yeah, because Cody was like so obsessed with school and like.
Oh, so one's a
yeah.
nerd and one's like a
Like a
jock.
jock, yeah,
Oh,
and then
basically.
Debbie Ryan.
Oh my
I
god.
don't really like her.
I
Oh, I don't.
Radio Rebel.
I'm clipping that.
I am Radio Rebel.
I'm
Radio Rebel.
I'm Radio Rebel.
I'm Radio
Yeah, that's
Rebel.
that's so funny, man.
I feel like going back to the twins thing, I feel like any twins show is like they make one a nerd and then one like sporty.
True.
Like one loves pink and
True.
lip
Yo,
gloss.
do you
and then
guys-
one
do you guys
Liv and
think-
Maddie plays? Yeah,
do you guys
Maddie.
think
What
they
do you
really?
about?
Do you guys think twins have a little connection? Like
A special connection.
like a.
I
Like
think
a,
so.
I
think
probably.
so. I don't think it's like
I don't think it's
telepathy.
psychic. Yeah.
But like I think that like twins know like how the other one feels at times and stuff
I
like
think
that.
they have a deeper connection than siblings do.
I would agree with that probably.
Like I'm not positive, and I think a lot of it depends on the upbringing. You know, especially like you and your sister, for example, it was just you guys. So of course you guys are so tight.
True. But also like I feel like we went through phases like I was saying, like we weren't that tight.
I think twins do that too, though.
Yeah.
Are twins usually not good at the same things?
Well, I think it's more so that like they want to like
differentiate
themselves from each other, and so like that's
just
like a huge
as in
thing.
like genetic type of thing.
Oh well, I don't know. Well, it depends on the twin.
Yeah, I guess.
Because you know, like identical and fraternal twins are different. Yeah.
I just watched the twin episode of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody the other day. Do you remember that one where London got this hot date and then Maddie wanted that same guy, and then you're like, oh, you can have my fraternal twin.
Oh my god,
and he's a nerd.
That I forgot about that.
Yo, but I have a question. Would you guys rather be good at one thing, like really, really good at one thing, or all right at so many things?
Probably all right at so many things, because then you have options for your life and you can explore different things. If you're so good at one thing, you have so much pressure to pursue that and be amazing, and then if you get tired of it, well, you're screwed.
Yeah, true. And also I think that when it kind of ruins that thing for you if it's something you're really, really, really good at, because
then your parents force you to do it.
Okay,
as
but
a kid,
if you can you can pick it right now. You can pick what you're good at, and it's you're the best in the world at it.
No, because it changes.
You're the best in the world at it, or with a lot of things, you're not even like halfway there. You're just like 25% there.
You're like really mediocre.
Yeah, you're really mediocre.
I mean, the thing is, interests change, people change, and you know what I mean.
Are you good at anything? Like, are you like so
anything? Yeah, you can do anything.
Right. No, but when like with the mediocre stuff, like you're
okay, and so I guess
you're just like not good at any of it.
Okay, so my question basically is going into a career type path. So would you rather be at the top of whatever you want to do, like you are well known, you're in the history books, or would you rather just have a bunch of like different, you know what I'm saying?
Well, when you phrase it like that, it's like, do you want to be lame or do you want to be like?
But some people don't want to be like the greatest. They just want to live in
because there's pressure there. And then this brings up an interesting question. What do you think about like people monetizing their passions? Like obviously, I
think it's fine.
Right? No, right,
do it.
Right. Like obviously, like not in like is it a good thing or a bad thing, but like, do you think that it like ruins like the like for you if you pursued something that like was your like personal passion? Do you think it would ruin it for you?
Because it allows you to keep doing it.
That's true.
Like say YouTubers, they monetize their thing. If they didn't monetize their videos, then they'd have to work a normal job
and then they also do that.
They wouldn't be able to put as much time and energy into that one thing.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I agree with that. Yeah, that's my thing too. Is I feel like, I mean, I just think that like I feel like because my whole life has been about school, that like I've just been lucky enough that I have like liked things, I guess, or been passionate about things that will like could get me a job. But like I don't know, I guess because I don't really have a lot of hobbies, I guess. And I feel like that's different. Like with people who like have like who do art and then like sell it on Etsy, or like make crafts and like sell it on Etsy, like that's really cool. I can't do any of that shit. So like I guess that's what I mean about like monetizing your like passions and stuff.
So you're saying you don't think you have that opportunity?
Not really. I mean, because I think that what I'm passionate about is like just something that like it's not really a hobby. Like the things that I like to do and like what I want to do with my life like are kind of like on a career path.
Yeah, it's not like on the creative side.
Yeah, exactly. Which I mean, I guess like
the world needs those
exactly.
people.
Yeah, you need like a good balance of everything.
True.
Yeah, that's what I figured out. That this has been a big thing. I talked about this, but I thought I was on the business path throughout high school, doing all these business type things. I'm a business guy. Yeah, I'll go to college for marketing. Yeah.
Michael,
me
too.
I need a creative outlet.
Me too.
Right,
I need to make things.
And that's totally understandable. And I feel like what's really upsetting is that like the idea that you can't make a living or you can't have a life based off of those creative things. That makes me sad.
Great
you know what I mean?
topic.
You know what I mean?
Because this goes back to the very beginning of what we were talking about, finding a normal job. It's wait, let me see. Let me think of how I'm going to phrase this. It sucks that some people, they're so used to the generations before ours where you couldn't make it doing anything. Now I'd be positive and say today you can find a job. You can make money doing anything. I think so.
I mean,
not to a great extent,
right.
but you can.
But you can
compared to, relative to other generations.
That's a good point.
There's more opportunity now with like social media and like
exactly.
Well, I mean the internet.
Create anything and sell it.
You can do anything.
Yeah, you can really do
market it,
most
advertise
anything.
it.
There's
on
a
the
niche.
internet.
So many niches.
Yeah, whatever you're like. Whatever it is, you could probably find someone.
Yeah,
who
and
is
some people don't
interested in
understand
it.
that.
Like we were talking about that last episode with like the NFTs or whatever.
Yeah,
like that whole market. It's like hundreds of dollars for like random cards, like
literally.
stuff like that. Like
there's
a niche market for
to,
anything.
True. You just have to know.
You have to know how to do it.
You have to be able to find the market.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it has to be something that like you. I mean, people have interests in everything, and the fact that there's an outlet for your interests means that like more often than not you're going to be able to connect with people, and because of the internet you're going to be able to connect with people who have those interests, so you can feed into those interests.
Yeah, I'm glad that I wasn't born 20 years ago when there was no internet or anything, because then
you don't think you'd be able to live without the internet?
Well, not just that, it'd be harder to get a creative career, because I don't know if I mentioned this before. Did I check this off? Tell me if I've said this before, but 20 years ago or so, to make a film, you needed a nice camera, you needed a nice computer, you needed a film, you needed all that stuff, nice microphone. Now, it's all on your phone that you already have. Even if it's a bad quality one, you can still make a film on a crappy phone.
Right.
Yeah, but
and it's in your pocket. And it's so accessible. And you can upload it without having to pay any licensing or companies to publish your movie or whatever goes into that. You can click upload, make a YouTube account, click upload, and boom.
That's true, but like the negative aspect of that is that it just crowds the field, the market, whatever. It's
Yeah, it's saturated.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's like trade-offs, you know.
True. I agree with that.
Yeah, but then it makes I feel like that's good, because then everyone pushes harder to make great stuff.
Right.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they do.
True, but I mean also something that's
the
really
top people do.
Something that's really interesting about the internet and like that type of like media is that it really is kind of subjective. Like there are objective qualities to it, but like there's some things that like I'm sure there's like YouTube videos that like I watch that like you would not be caught dead watching. Like it's not something that you like. Mm-hmm. But because of the broadband and like the width and like the way that, like I said, like we were saying, there's so much for whatever you're into, like there's always going to be a market for it. I feel like, I don't know, I watch weird videos on YouTube. Maybe that's just me.
Like what?
I don't know, like sometimes I'll watch it's like I'm like, I guess they're not that weird, but it's like what I ate in a day, or like what I did today, or like
day in the life.
I love lifestyle YouTubers.
They're so calming.
Yeah,
I've watched them.
Are.
They're inspiring.
Exactly,
me.
true.
Yeah.
I've watched that before.
Right, I didn't mean like that.
That
was just I mean, I don't think you're watching like Bang Tan Bombs from BTS's YouTube channel, Michael. I don't think you have their post notice on, Michael.
I'm not an army member.
You're not an army, Michael.
But yeah.
What
really do you guys think if we were living in sometime in the 1900s? I don't know when, but what do you think your job would be?
Mine? Oh, I feel like I'd have to be like a seamstress or some shit like
that. No, even like, okay, in a thousands of years ago, or not thousands, maybe 1,000 years ago, you're living in a village. The really stripped down, basic version of a village. What would your job be?
Well, you'd probably be a hunter,
and we'd be gatherers. That's how it works. Because we're women.
You don't have as many options.
Yeah, there's
okay,
but
if you could pick.
If I could pick, I wouldn't be a hunter.
I would not be a hunter. I'd
probably be like an artist, like a craftsman or something like that. Like the people who would like make pottery. No, like pottery or like beading or something like that. That's
I don't know what I'd be.
Yeah, or like making clothes.
Yeah, like
that'd be really cool.
Back in the day, fashion designer.
Yeah, true. That'd be fun.
I don't know.
Can you wear low-rise jeans in the village?
Wait, you like low-rise jeans? Is that what you're getting at?
That was my joke.
But do you like low-rise jeans?
Well, those other jeans I wear are usually low-rise. Because that's just the way they fit on me. I didn't really think I would like them.
Your jeans look so good. I love your jeans.
Thank you. I got them at Goodwill. $5.99 denim.
Yo, if last question of the day.
Okay.
If everyone's minds were erased
Mhm.
right now,
Okay.
and we were still living on the Earth,
Mhm.
how would we operate? Like we don't
that
know,
would be square one. It would be
I mean-
chaos.
but we still had all this stuff. We were just put in front of these
Well,
technologies and
Wouldn't human
everything.
nature take over at some point? Like our instincts?
Yeah, but we wouldn't know how to operate stuff.
Well, we wouldn't even be able to talk.
Oh, we wouldn't
be able to talk?
I
Yeah,
don't
'cause
know.
if
Okay,
your
no, you can
mind's
talk. You
No,
can
okay,
talk.
how about you can okay,
Ah,
okay,
I
no,
don't
how about
know.
this? How about this? I just to make it more realistic.
Okay.
Your own personal thoughts are the only thing that's in your mind is like basic like how to like eat, how to walk, and how to
Okay.
talk. Like just motor
Yeah.
functions.
Okay.
That's it.
So what
Okay.
would I guess technically, if we're really talking technically,
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of our cities would like get destroyed because no one's running all the stuff that goes on.
Right.
Like, have you seen the video on YouTube? What would happen if everyone disappeared off the world?
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes through the days, and then it talks about how domesticated animals couldn't feed themselves, they die.
Oh yeah.
Power plants, water dams, and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually seen that. That's really
I
interesting.
mean, I guess human progress has just been like linear. So if you were to like be at the top and then just like try to like plop people at the top,
Mhm.
then it would be the same as just plopping them at the bottom, despite having like all this technology. Like technology isn't worth anything if you have no idea how to use it and like have no basis for
Yeah.
anything.
True.
The
True.
You know?
grandmas. How do you
work
do
this? True.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, this has been another episode of Nothing Outside the Really Showing the World with three strangers. We'll see you next week. Okay, bye.
Bye.